the new agreement, the holy relationship. This is a story about the awake explorers, whose 19th awakening adventure begins when they realize that being close does not automatically make a relationship peaceful. By changing what they want the relationship to be for, they discover that the same two people can meet each other in an entirely different way. The two awake explorers were planning the next leg of their journey. Maps covered the table. She wanted the coast. He wanted the mountains. "We've already done mountains," she said. "We've already done beaches. Not this beach. Not this mountain." They stared at each other. The argument was familiar. Not the subject, the feeling. Each wanted the other to agree. Each wanted agreement to mean closeness. The male explorer leaned back. Why does choosing a destination suddenly feel like choosing who matters more? She looked at him. That's a good question. Neither answered it. A few minutes later, they packed up and walked outside. The tension came with them. At a small plaza, musicians were setting up for an evening performance. The explorers sat on opposite ends of a bench. The female explorer's smartwatch vibrated. Course correction. A relationship changes when its purpose changes. She read it, then handed her wrist toward him. He smiled faintly. "That sounds inconvenient. Very." They sat quietly. The male explorer finally said, "What do you think the purpose has been?" She answered quickly, "To travel well together." "That sounds reasonable." It does. Then she thought again, to enjoy each other. Also reasonable. She looked down, and maybe to feel understood. He nodded. Supported. Chosen. Not disappointed. They both laughed softly. The list was getting familiar. She said, "What if the purpose isn't getting what we want from each other?" He looked at her. "Then what is it?" "I don't know." For once, not knowing felt useful. The music started. A violinist played while a guitarist followed. Neither instrument sounded like the other. Neither needed to. The explorer watched them. They're not agreeing. He followed her gaze. No. They're listening. That was different. Back at the guest house, they reopened the maps. The male explorer said, "Let's try again." She nodded. "I want the coast because I'm tired, and I want somewhere easy." He listened, then said, "I want the mountains because I've been restless. I want challenge." Neither reason was wrong. Neither cancelled the other. The problem had not been two preferences. It had been the hidden demand beneath them. If you love me, choose what I choose. If you understand me, want what I want. If we disagree, something is wrong. The female explorer traced a road between the coast and mountains. "What about this town?" He looked. A lake. "Neither of us gets what we planned." He grinned. "Very spiritual." She laughed. Then he became serious. "Do you actually want to go there?" "I might." "So might I." They agreed to try it, but the destination was not the important part. They both knew that. The next day they arrived at the lakeside town. It rained. The hotel lost their reservation. The restaurant they chose was closed. The female explorer looked at him. "So much for the holy relationship." He laughed. "You thought it came with better logistics?" "Apparently." They found another room. Later, sitting beneath an awning with bowls of soup, they talked about the previous day. The male explorer said, "I always thought a good relationship meant fewer conflicts." So did I. "What if it means conflicts become useful?" She raised an eyebrow. "Useful how?" "They show us what we're asking the other person to provide." She sat back. That landed. Approval, security, agreement, proof, special treatment. None of those were wrong to want in ordinary human ways. But when they became conditions for peace, the relationship became heavy. The female explorer looked out at the rain. So changing the purpose doesn't make us perfect. Clearly, it doesn't mean we never get annoyed. Definitely not. It means we stop using each other as evidence that we're okay. He nodded. And maybe we help each other notice when we forget. She smiled. "That sounds dangerous." "Very." The next morning, the rain cleared. They walked beside the lake. Ahead, the path divided. One trail climbed into hills. The other followed the water. The male explorer looked at her. "Which way?" She looked at him. Then both laughed. He said, "You choose." She shook her head. "No, let's listen." They stood quietly for a moment. Then she pointed toward the lake. He nodded. Not because he surrendered, not because she won, because this time the choice did not have to prove anything. They started walking. The relationship had not become holy because the two explorers became flawless companions. It became different when they stopped asking it to serve the old purpose. Less bargaining, less proving, more willingness to see together. Same two people, new agreement.